For an Igbobian, a student of Igbobi College, in my time in secondary school, from 1969 to 1975, St. Finbarr's was not good news at all. In fact, St. Finbarr's was bad news. Why? St. Finbarr's was responsible for some of our most traumatic experiences as students. The college was a serial tormentor of my college, Igbobi College. And let me tell you some of the stories. The first experience was in 1968. We were starting school at Igbobi in January of that year, of the next year. So we were obviously rooting for Igbobi College Rockets in the 1968 Principal's Cup Finals. Igbobi College established a 2-goal lead. We were way ahead of these St. Finbarr's guys, courtesy of a penalty by our star defender at the time, Tunde Martins, and a goal in open play by our center forward, Arigbede. Martins sustained an injury and had to leave the game, and we're not entirely certain of the circumstances, but let's leave that for now. It resulted in a reversal of fortune at a 2-goal advantage, ultimately became 3-2 in favor of St. Finbarr's College, courtesy of Peter Igbobi, who was known to be sometimes wear canvas shoes instead of football boots. But again, 1969 was another fascinating year. St. Finbarr's had a fearsome forward line consisting again of Peter Igbobi, Bernard Senaya, Richard Ajibade, Emilio John, and Patrick Adinkwe. Emilio John at this time had become a legend, and everyone, you know, loved and feared Emilio John. Unfortunately, Igbobi College was defeated by King's College in the semi-finals. But just after the semi-finals, the rumor spread that Emilio John was dead. Morbid as it may sound, while King's College boys rejoiced, while we in Igbobi we mourned the thought that without Emilio in the team, we could have had our best chance. The day of the finals came, and there was no Emilio in the Finbarr's lineup. Emilio was not there. Of course, he should have been dead. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a loud roar came from the crowd. There was dead Emilio now, bouncing a ball. Bouncing a ball into the stadium. Needless to say, a completely dispirited King's College got the beating of their lives. 1971 was to be our magic year. Emilio John had come to Igbobi as an A-level student, along with Peter Igbobi. Igbobi won all the way to the finals. The day of the finals came. Here we were against Finbarr's. But now with the lethal Emilio John in our team, and Peter Igbobi too. Full time, it was a draw. Extra time, still a draw. Then the penalty shootout. Emilio John took his shot against St. Finbarr's College. He scored. The stadium erupted. But guess what? Someone from our own side missed his shot. St. Finbarr scored all their shots. St. Finbarr's had won the 1971 finals. In 1972, there was a new crop of players on the Finbarr side. Eyo, Amayo, Obinatu, as the goalkeeper. By now, Tunde Martins had become the captain of IC Rockets. His prowess as a center-back, number 5, had seen him evolve into a legend of sorts. One major newspaper said, "Beats Martins, beat Igbobi." Semi-finals was Igbobi versus Finbarr's. Finbarr's beat Martins, and Igbobi lost again. St. Finbarr's went on to defeat Baptist Academy in that finals, you know. And one of the interesting things was that, Baptist Academy had a song in those days. What is wrong with the team? What is wrong with the team? But on that occasion, St. Finbarr's proved what was wrong with the team. St. Finbarr's College established its dominance by winning the Principal's Cup in 1968, 69, 71, 72, and 73. And I think they won each time because they were more intentional about attracting the best talents and because they were better prepared. That was the vision of the founder and principal of the school, to develop a school that was great in academics and vocational studies and phenomenal in football.